You guys head in there, and almost as soon as you get in, you hear tentacles erupt out of the water, a lot of them, and they all come toward you guys. Everybody roll a d6 minus 1, please. You want low.
Zero.
Zero's low. Chris got 1. Corey got 0. Right. When I say tentacles, most of them are just writhing in the background. There are a lot of more tentacles, apparently. And one tentacle then comes after Doc Fulton. More tentacles may come soon, but for now, it's just one after Doc Fulton, who smiles. Right. And you guys enter dramatic combat with your one motherfucking tentacle. So
it looks really scary.
You know, I try so hard to heroes are first. High-fiving another PC is approved.
All right.
Are you guys all going to high-five each other?
No.
Are you two? Are the old bastards high-fiving each other?
Well, I ain't got a tentacle, so my hand is free to high-five whomever. I figured Freddy would want a high-five.
No, Freddie still takes life seriously, too seriously. Doc Fulton, you want to high five Dr. Steven? He's got his hand up.
He can get his card for trying to, but
high five himself.
It's fine. I'll skip high five and it's fine.
Right. So going down the list, Freddie, you got to change your Google Hangouts name to Freddie sometime, please. It's really
great.
Seeing that other name on there.
Yeah, I'll shoot the tentacle.
All right, go ahead. Well done. Damage?
Right.
Ding. Does it look like Doc's gonna melee this thing?
It's hard saying what he's gonna do. My guess is he's going to pull out his cock this round and then start.
That approved?
It should be an approved action. So Freddy does a little bit of damage. Somebody keep track of its hit points. Doc, what do? Freddy shoots it and mildly grazes it.
I slowly pull out my lightsaber and ignite it.
All right. And over to Stephen Yang.
I will draw the dwarven sword.
Excellent. Are you fast drawing it or just pulling it out this round?
I will attempt to fast draw it. What the heck?
Excellent. Please roll a fumble so you can toss it into the water and go, there's your sword, damn it.
Draw sword. Oop. Oh, god damn it, I hate it when it does that.
When it hangs or?
No, like if you hit submit too quickly, it just doesn't roll.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Bam! Oh, goddamn. All right, fast draws it. Okay, do you want to simple action forward and slash at it?
Yeah, yes, I would. I would like
to.
I have martial arts in my sword, so.
You guys can see about 8 eyes in the distance in the darkened tunnel. Maybe, I don't know, 30 meters away or more, watching you. Excellent. You immediately pull
That's martial arts. That's martial arts.
No problem. It's fumble card. Don't worry about the rest. It's all
wait.
wait. Oh.
I have a... Yeah, fuck it. Go ahead.
All right. Here's your fumble card. Massive strain. Whatever you've done is just massively painful, costing you both hit points and magic points of D6.
I don't like. All right. Well, can I roll my attack first and then figure out how much damage I take?
No, you can. If you spend a hero point or a reroll card, I'll give you a new fumble card. But this one is not that bad.
Okay. No, I was just okay. No problem. 6, 3, 2. Right. So 1 for magic points, 1 for hit points.
You got it. Right. He manages to really fuck himself up. The monster is impressed. So, right. Monster's turn at last. The Oon tentacle attempts to grab the closest guy to it. It was going after Doc Fulton, but somebody has moved up. It flails. It caresses you softly.
I like myself some tentacles.
You knew there'd be a problem being Asian descent and with tentacles. Here we go. Next round. Villains are first. Nothing good is approved. And it attempts to either caress you some more or pick you up. Now, it caresses you gently. You feel awkward. And over to Freddy. Freddy, there's now somebody between you and Tentacle.
There's no risk of me shooting him if I miss, right?
Oh, yes. If you miss, definitely. If you miss by 20 or less, you hit him in the back.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, I'll
Friendly
draw
fire.
my lightsaber as well. Screw it.
All right.
Fast draw. Or try to fast draw. Oh, wow, okay.
You want to
Alright,
set
well,
fire and beat on the tentacle?
yeah, I'll try and do that.
All right. You walk forward and fail. No problem. Over to Doc. Fulton.
Hold on 1 second.
Right.
I will attack the tentacle.
All right. No problem. The three of you cluster around the one lone tentacle. There's like 50 others dancing around in the background going, can we get in on this? Not yet, says the monster. Let them kill this one, then we'll send more.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
$12.
And how much damage had it taken before, too?
Yeah.
So it's up to 14.
Yeah.
It looks really seriously fucked up. And we now go to... Oh, and several of the miners are peeking around the corner, like, because they want to watch. And next round.
Wait, do I not get to go?
No. Go. Sorry, go ahead.
I will just swing at it.
All right. No problem.
Yay.
You missed the soft caress of the tentacle and attempt to show it what's what.
Well, a dwarven sword is what? The 8 plus
D10.
1? D10?
D10, yeah. Until you get a strength bonus, and then it'll be better.
One.
Dr. Stephen Yang wounds it just enough where it's still barely alive, but almost dead. It goes and blood and stuff fountains all over you guys. And we go to next round. Villains are first. Gnashing your teeth is approved. It attempts to get out. It caresses Dr. Stephen Yang tenderly. And hero's turn. I almost said villains. Freddy, what do you do?
I stab it with my lightsaber. Badly.
Got it. And wow, you suck at lightsaber. Over to Fulton. Fulton tries something too fancy. Apparently he hasn't built up his saber arts yet. But he still manages to hit and kill it. Right. You don't even need to roll damage. It is definitely, finally, dead. And over to Dr. Steve.
I guess I prepare for the next onslaught of tentacles.
Excellent. The next onslaught comes next round. Villains are first. Throwing or dropping something currently held approved. Everybody roll a d6 minus 1. Again, you want low. Logan wants high. 4 tentacles are coming for
Right.
Freddy. None are coming for Fulton, and 3 are coming for you. So, tentacles move in. That's their whole round. You guys are fighting on the edge of the water. Tentacles are happy to come to you. This round, they're moving to you. They are technically a simple action away, but unless you want to go in the water, I recommend a ranged attack. So, over to Freddy.
I sprint back out of reach of the tentacles.
All right, you sprint toward the miners who scream and scatter back into the
I
tunnel.
mean, am I in range to shoot from if I
Oh
step
yeah,
back?
you can stand where you're at and shoot, but if you
Okay.
sprint back and then shoot, these two are kind of in between you and the masses of tentacles.
They
I'm
are
sure.
way more built for combat than I am.
All right, you sprint
Well,
back.
at least
Give me a
one of them
sprint
is.
roll. Perfect. You rejoin the miners cowering in the tunnel. Over to Fulton. No tentacles dare come for you, but Freddy's are still coming up.
I'll attack one of Freddy's.
All right, please keep track that Freddy had 4 tentacles. And over to Dr. Steve, you've got your 3 tentacles. What do you do? Oh wait, you can't attack them, Chris, unless you want a simple action into the water. They're still in the water. They're a simple action away, but you're going to start swimming if you get in the water.
Oh,
Not shallow.
okay, hold on. I would have done something different then.
Do something different. Over to Dr. Steve.
How
What do you do?
long are the tentacles? Roughly? I mean,
You're
what's
not sure. You can only see the tips. Just the tip.
I guess I will not sprint, but I will defensively move backwards.
Use simple action back, leaving Doc Fulton alone in the darkness.
Before
Dr. Fulton.
out a bit more, I guess.
Dr.
I pull
Fulton
out
sadly pulls out his pistol.
Yep.
And we go now to next round. Heroes are first, unfortunately. Declaring war is approved. If you guys want, if Doc Fulton wants to hold his action, then you will have all, let's see, how many tentacles? 7? All 7 tentacles upon you very soon. As everybody else is fucked off.
I didn't fuck up.
Oh, sorry. You
Out of the water.
Yes.
So I'm first, tentacles are second, and there's 7 of them?
And they're hasted. And declaring war
Oh, wow.
tentacles is approved. And there are 7 of them.
Hold on.
Quickly.
Sorry, it'd be quicker, but this spell shit fucks with me. Alright. Oh, that's right. Spells don't work well here, do they?
Nope. You want to cast a spell anyway?
If I simple action away, am I far enough away that they can't attack me?
You hope so.
But I still haven't gone yet, so I can sprint.
Yes, then you'll definitely be out of their reach if you sprint. Sprint?
Yep.
Right. He runs by, leaving Corey on his own.
So wait, now hold on a second. I thought he was far enough away that he couldn't get attacked.
Well, you know. So, Corey, what are you gonna? You are.
No, that's what
outside
you said, didn't you?
No, I said he simple action back 3 meters. If you sprint, then you're back in with the miners and shit, like Freddy did. So, Dr. Stephen Yang, everybody else has left the room. It looks like you versus the 7 tentacles, unless you want to do something different.
Well, I probably will beat a hasty retreat, since that seems to be the popular thing to do these days.
Give me a sprint roll, and you're out. Otherwise, if you fail it, then 7 tentacles might be yours.
Yay.
Right, everybody's back in the hallway, and the miner's like, "You want us to seal it up?"
Wait, you said I can shoot from where I am, right?
You can, but the tentacles for their action go underwater and then hang out for a bit.
Oh. Okay.
Bastards, you think. They are far too wily for the likes of you, Paleface.
I turned to the miners and asked, do you have any explosives?
Some.
I turned to the 2 ducks. Do you think we can just...
Can
Load
I
them
make
in
something that I could just toss in the water and go boom?
Yeah.
Maybe they've got a bunch of TNT and stuff. If you're going to do that, they want to move away, a long way away. We don't know how sturdy this whole area is. It may bring it all down. We don't know.
Do we think it's an animal, or is it
Oh, yeah.
an intelligent entity?
Hard to say if it's intelligent. Fish is an animal.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Why don't we, put some dynamite in some fish so that way it'll swallow it? Bam.
The problem is, how is it going to blow up if it's
I
underwater?
honestly think if we just tie it up to like a rock or something and throw it over there, so where we think it's at, boom.
It's a hell of a throw.
What about like if we had a plunger connected to it?
A plunger.
You know what I
Hell
mean?
of a
I
throw.
know.
If it could hit us when we like simple act, like when we're right next to the water, like how is it a hell of a throw?
Well, the eyes you saw are a long way away, like 100, 200 feet that we're watching. And I assumed you wanted to throw it over toward where you think the body is. So
Oh, so the tentacles are that long.
apparently,
Oh, well then why don't we just grab some rifles, come back and shoot at the eyes until like it's dead.
go for
I'd
the
pull out
eyes,
my
boo.
rifle.
Go for the eyes. Freddy pulls out a rifle.
Okay, prepared.
All right, just start shooting at the eyes from here.
Yeah. Am I in
All
range?
miners back the fuck off and cover their ears.
I go down on one knee and try and shoot from where I
Go
am.
for it.
I cover my ears too. Fuck it. Have fun.
Give me a shooty McShootison roll.
Rifle.
Oh, shooty hit. That's right.
What's the
You hit.
What's the damage on these? D12 or
Probably D10-ish.
well, the pistol is D10.
Uh-huh. Hold on. I think you've got medium rifle, though.
I took whatever damage they had, so
Yeah, they give out medium rifles because the reason that they give out those is it's interchangeable ammunition with the pistols.
oh okay. So
Yep,
D10.
D10.
Okay.
They try and make it easy. 9 points. All the eye things sink out of sight.
I stand up below the tip of the rifle. I think I scared it off. Or
The
something.
miners politely clap. Freddy, you can't hear the clapping. All you hear is.
Tell you, man. Take the dynamite, light it, throw it in the water. Whatever's in there is unhappy.
Well, I don't recommend that unless somebody's good at demolition, says one of the miners.
I am good at demolitions.
Hand them the stuff. They bring you a box, got TNT, miscellaneous demolition stuff that you want, fuses and shit. And the miners go, all right, we are going to go over to the gazebo. We've been here before. We're going to the gazebo. We'll wait there. Okay? Doc Fulton's like, do. You guys are standing there going, if he fumbles, we'll die too. Eh.
Well, I'm not going to abandon him.
Mm.
Hey,
He
help him.
seems pretty goddamn confident with the dynamite. Right, Doc, you got a big fucking wad of dynamite. It's all wired together, fuses, caps, all that shit. Pretty much to get it to where you think it needs to go, somebody, doesn't have to be you, could be anybody, well, you're going to light it, and then somebody else who's really nervous will try to throw it half. Of course, if they fumble, well, you know,
It may have moved though after I shot it. I
maybe.
don't know where it is.
So
Possible.
next, we're not too far away. We could always just have like have these guys go back. Why don't we get like a bunch of clothes together, tie it all together, and stuff it with straw so it looks like a person. Put the bomb inside, set it, and then toss it into the water so the tentacles grab it, bring it in, and then boom.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Right.
Something similar to that, yeah.
The miners go back and they bring you a bunch of straw and stuff. Who has some sort of skill related to making something look tasty and edible? Oh, let me see if the miners got clever when they were out and
No, don't
about.
look at me. I'm not. No.
No, they brought what you asked for. There you go.
I have a lunatic's outfit from the insane asylum, so we would like to stuff that.
Marked it off, sure. Now it's a lunatic fake person. Does anybody have any skills related to making a fake person look better?
Acting.
No,
Does
I
anyone
mean,
disguise?
if you're in the fake person, disguise would work.
Does anyone have that?
I have no conceal camouflage holdout.
No,
I mean, I could try to disguise it, but
Why don't we just stick a bunch of meat inside of the t-shirt? Like steaks or whatever.
The miners like this.
all right, we'll stick a bunch of meat on it, so that way when the suckers touch it, they can taste it.
The miners go back to a bunch of meat. This is taking hours, but eventually, right? I need a disguise roll to try to make it look humanish.
Does anybody know how to disguise shit?
Not really.
Negative.
All right,
We can all
want to
try
help
it.
me disguise it?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're at a plus 20 on this roll because, and they can help at a plus 20 because it's really you're basically making a scarecrow that's a meat crow.
Okay, I'll help him then.
Everybody'd like to help out. Roll disguise at plus 20%. It's a good way to get a check in disguise. Freddy's
Yeah,
like, I don't know what a human looks like. And you're like, God damn it, Freddy. I can see that whole conversation going on.
Oh,
Freddy,
by the way, I have a
arms.
skill 15 for you if you want it.
Dr. Steven, that is not the third leg. The third leg does not belong there. And you're like, I think you should be endowed. Look, a big meat penis is not what we need here.
The Ron Jeremy of Meat Crows.
I have a skill 15 I'll use.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a reroll if you need it.
Good
I
luck.
want
Your grand total of plus 35, including your skill 15 there, Chris.
Ah, I
I got a
failed.
reroll. I got a reroll.
All right.
The miners are like looking at each other like, I don't need that.
I have another skill 15 if you
There
want
you
it.
go. Another skill 15 is being offered.
No, I'll just roll up.
Okay.
I mean, that skill 15 is good, but I don't want to blow it all on this.
But this is the big thing.
It is?
Well, sure.
Oh, that skill 15 will made it.
I have another reroll if you want it.
That was just even if it was just chunks of meat taped to a shirt. Feel
No,
better.
so it looks shitty, and I will try to conceal the bomb on it and toss it in there.
Give me a conceal.
I fumble.
I have a reroll if
it's
you want
a
it.
big fucking bomb. It's just really super obvious, and it's where the head should be.
All right,
Let me
let me
try
tie a
the
rope to
reroll.
it, and we toss it in there.
Sure. All right. The monster tries to figure out what's going on. Unfortunately for it, it's not that bright. Let me just check how bright it is here. I know it's not very bright. This monster's gonna piss Chris off. Right, you've got literally a box of dynamite in it because you made a really nice thing there. So, right.
Quick question.
Mhm.
How is it gonna blow up? The
Mm.
dynamite, I mean.
Somebody's got to dive in and grab it and light it. That's you, Freddy. They give you a torch.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
I have a question. If I've got it here somewhere card.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have it that be the end of the very long fuse that we connected to the?
Yes, because Doc Bolton got frustrated and forgot all about fuses.
Look.
So yes.
We still have the
No,
fuse.
I have demolitions. I could give oh my god.
Oh.
That's why I made the demolitions roll.
Oh, okay. I thought it was to hook up all the dynamite together and to not explode. No problem. You push it on in there. Right.
Okay.
The monster makes its intelligence check. If it gets less than a 20%, because it's covered in meat and it likes meat, less than a 20%, then it knows something bad is happening and will fuck off. It knows something bad's happening, it fucks off. Now, if you had the supporter reroll that makes that happen, then that will definitely make it reroll it.
Can we? Well, okay. Can you spend a pause to make the monster reroll or no?
No, there's a special supporter reroll that works on anybody. So if you had that, then you can do it. But the monster fucks off. It eventually explodes, and
That's why. Okay.
the miners applaud politely, and they say, "You want us to seal this up?"
Whatever.
Right. They're happy to seal it up.
We'll label it tentacle monster.
Yes. Apparently, it's the smartest tentacle monster from its class.
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah, we'll never make that 20%, but by God, the GM roles are always here to fuck the players. So, right, from here, you've got the big underground lake like Gollum lived in, various mushrooms in a ring, and the direction you originally came from, and the grave side passage and the long tunnel. Which way?
Have any of the miners accidentally touched the mushrooms or anything?
Nope. They pretty much they noticed that it doesn't go on anymore, and so they don't. They're being super cautious, like they have no hero points and they know they're going to die if they fuck with anything.
So there's the mushrooms, the quote-unquote One Ring Island, the gravesite, and the river with the fish.
Correct.
Okay. That's.
Looks like his mapping's going well. Nice.
I'm trying.
Doc Fulton, the miners look to you for which way to go.
So these sightless fish, are they all over? Do they take interest in us? Like,
There's plenty in the river. They just seem to be swimming around with all the intelligence of the average goldfish, without eyes.
okay, so what other ways are there to go?
There's the mushroom ring, the ring island, the One Ring Island, and the gravesite with the tombstone of Chester Cobblepot.
And
there's nowhere to go other than that?
There used to be a sealed up chamber of tentacle horrors, but after caressing Dr. Steven a bit, they decided to leave.
Cool. So the ring of mushrooms, like nothing grows inside the ring of mushrooms?
Correct.
It's a gate.
I want to pop it. Oh, is it a gate?
That's a
You
gate.
know where it goes.
That's a gate. No, that's a gate.
Is it active?
You said
He's
it's
not
active
sure.
somewhere.
Looks like mushrooms.
I take my glasses out. I pop a charge.
Mark off a
Times
charge.
3.
Give me a willpower times 3 to see if you've wasted a charge. All these high willpower motherfuckers. Right. It looks like the gate is active. It's ready to go. You can tell that.
Analyze magic by quarter.
Perfect. You can tell that this goes somewhere, and it costs 16 magic points per person.
Whoa.
I relate this.
I can't go through that.
That's hefty.
Unless you go through it, and we make a trump of you to get to you. If you really want to go through it. But I don't know, can I even bring the dog with me if he hasn't walked the pattern?
Good question. The answer is
I have a
Doc
card of
Fulton.
myself. I have a trump card of myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doc Fulton
you
will
do?
tell you pretty quick if you can bring somebody who doesn't walk pattern with you.
Like, I can go through. And if
You
you
go
guys
through the
like,
gate.
you can go through a gate that costs too much magic points, can you? But you just pass out on the other side.
It may kill you if you go to negative magic points.
That will bring me to negative.
I also took some magic point damage earlier.
Okay.
They look less than confident, Doc Fulton.
Huh.
Hold on, let me make some notes.
But that's another good reason to get Dr. Steven to do the pattern sooner rather than later, is so you can bring him through on the trump cards and stuff, if needed to.
So you can't trump people that.
At your level?
No.
At your level?
Yeah.
I recommend experimentation.
Well, stand over there then, Doc.
Yeah. Take
I'll
my
use
trump
your-
card. We'll see if it works.
Yeah. All right.
The miners back off a bit. Yeah, they go back to the gazebo. We'll wait over here. They fuck off to the gazebo that's further along the river with the sightless fish.
I tried to pull duck number 2 and myself
Through what?
through the trump to.
You have a
Yeah.
trump of wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
Doc number 2. You mean Dr. Steven?
Yeah.
You can go through. He can't.
Okay.
I guess I'm not cool enough yet.
But I mean, at least now we know.
You've
Yeah,
got
now
to
we
be
know.
made cooler. Cooler. So cool. Fortunately,
Right, well,
it's just a quick jaunt to Amber.
Well, at least now we know it's a gate. How much it costs to go through.
Wow. Well, Doc Bolton's
So-
got his
Taking a
magic
note of
now.
that is spectacular. And then we'll I guess go down the Chester Copperpot corridor thingy.
Now, is there anything like? See, only thing I can think of is there's probably gonna be traps on that bad bitch.
What, the gravesite or the gate?
The grave site. Like, if you
Oh.
try to dig that shit up, there's traps on that shit.
Give me as you're looking, you guys head in and look at the gravesite. The miners look like a game of poker starting up over at the gazebo. Give me a tracking roll. Tracking. To read the signs upon the ground. Freddie believes that the grave has been disturbed, like somebody dug it up and then put the stones back.
I relay that to them.
They look enthusiastic and happy. But that won't stop them from violating a corpse. You wait and see.
Well, I was thinking we could just go this way, I guess, right? Like it goes.
Is there
further
anything-
past this.
Yeah,
no,
let's-
this is it's a dead end room,
Right.
Oh, dead
So
end.
we've hit all dead ends except for where the fucking tentacle monster is.
or the sightless fish river that continues onto a gazebo, and that's where all your miners went.
Oh, I thought that's okay. Then we go that way. Like,
Yeah.
I understood it as that there's the river and the fish, and you can't go any further.
No.
Okay.
Right, you guys go over to the after long tunnel along underground river, you come to gazebo. It's a stone gazebo, and it looks like somebody has carved into it. Phil Poultier was here, and then there's the Kilroy pick. Continuing on from that is long curvy tunnel. You wish to gather up the miners and continue on?
Please.
Long curvy tunnel goes to a climb down. Let me know if I'm going too fast for you there, Freddie. From the climb down, what?
Yeah.
From climb down, it goes to a long tunnel, and eventually you come to a very large round cavern. It's very high roof. In the very center of it is a hole that is flush with what appears to be a small dwelling above it that's missing the floor or anything for a convenient grappling hook. Looks like there's a house up there. You're very familiar with this there, Chris. Are you busy with something else, sir? You're not concentrating as much as you usually do.
No, I've had to I have to monitor to see if I check to see if I have any texts. I got a couple from work is why
Okay.
I have to
figured
answer
it's something.
those.
I figured it was something like that. They make you work when you're out sick. I like it.
Well, because there's training. There was training happening today, and since I'm not there to oversee it, they have questions. They have to ask me.
I think you should yell at them more.
I am.
Nice.
Being stupid.
So there's a large round tunnel with a high ceiling and a house in the middle?
Correct. And just imagine, if you will, a big, like a ball, and then place a house on the ball, and then under the house, the part of the ball is cut out, and you're in the ball, except the floor is flat. The ball. You are very familiar with this, Robin. I mean, Doc Fulton.
I'll be right
Am
back.
I?
I need a drink.
Yeah.
Can I make a memory roll? Because I have no idea
Sure.
what's going on. I have no idea what's going on.
Perfect. So from here, the tunnel does continue. There's another way out going to Long Tunnel. So there you go. I don't know if you want to continue wandering around the underground, or if you want to check out the house thing.
So you don't know what's in the house?
No, I don't remember.
It appears that the to get to the house, you'd have to go approximately 5 stories straight up. So call it 12, 14 meters up.
And it's in the middle of a dome.
Well, the roof of the cavern that you're in is a dome. You're in a big ball.
Yeah.
The house is on top of the big ball. Somebody has cut out the area right under the house, so it's flush. Like the cutout of the ground is flush with the house. So there's not even, like, if you had a grappling hook and somehow able to toss it 40 feet straight up or whatever, it'd have nothing to grab onto. Unless you threw it a little higher and smashed out one of the fucking windows, and then use that.
Do you have any climbing spells?
The problem with climbing is you'd have to, like, you're in a big ball, you'd literally be climbing upside down part of the time to get there, and that's super hard, and you're quite a ways up.
Now, if I had the sticky flypaper technique.
That's been obsolete for centuries.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, there's no way to get up then. Unless we bought a really, really, really long ladder.
Yeah, the miners don't have anything convenient for that, and they're not as interested in it as you guys are. They're like,
so let's just continue on.
Yeah.
You guys continue. The only way out of the big dome thing goes to Long Tunnel. Then there's a steep slope up, another long tunnel, and eventually you get to a cavern filled with books, which have been ruined by water damage. They seem old, but are all completely illegible. And then past that, it looks like goes underwater. The miners begin to work to clear that out.
And that goes underwater?
Yeah, the miners are working on pumping out the water and stuff. Hold on, let's make a roll for them to see how they do. They pump the fucking water on out of that bitch. And then they shore up, they pump out the water, then they shore up the sides and make it so that, you guys can get through that. And then, wow, that's a lot. It's a freakish amount of water as well, because apparently it goes into more stuff. From here, you can either continue in roughly a straight line to long tunnels, or you can go for climb up. Long tunnel, climb up.
Let's see what's up, and if it's not anything big, we'll continue down the tunnel.
Certainly.
Okay.
It's something big. Right, you climb up, and then it either goes to a place that used to be flooded, or some shallow water covering the tunnel floor. They haven't got a Hoover to get the last little bits.
All right, so let's backtrack and go to the long tunnel first.
All right, you go back through the area it used to be flooded into long tunnels. From there, the miners attempt another roll because they have various. They're like, all right, so your new choices are, because the miners tell you stuff. They have all kinds of different things they're doing. They got parakeets and cages, all that kind of shit. Either you could go for explosive gas, which the miners are not thrilled with. There's a looks like there's a way up, or you could do a climb up. So gas, climb up, way up.
Let's do the climb up first.
All right. By the way, when I say way up, it looks like it goes to some business or something here.
A business?
Quite possibly.
We'll check that out first then, since it's looks like a storefront or something.
Yeah, it ends up going into a hidden area in the Clems here. So you can actually get into sewers from Clems.
Oh. Well, that's interesting to know.
Yes. Well hidden, by the way. Back room.
Sweet. We found Clem's.
Yeah.
Mama.
At this point, Dr. Stephen Yang from Too Much Tentacle Sex has become a chicken.
What's up?
Good to get the yang up.
It's good to keep the yang up. So going back to climb up, they're just wandering around the sewers. They've just discovered that there's a hidden entrance to a Clem's barber shop here. They seem excited. Not as excited as you were with the tentacles, but excited.
Can't help it. It rubbed on me for a really long time.
It really did, actually. So going to climb up.
Yep.
By the way, if you come from the opposite direction, then I call it climb down. Just FYI.
Well, yeah, I assume so.
Yes, but it fucks with people when they're mapping, because this is literally the hardest thing ever to map that you're in. If you can do this, everything else is a step or two easier. You come into modern built sewers. This is where it moves up, apparently, to the next level of freaky. I'm sure that Doc Fulton has been here before, but here are your choices. There's 2 different unlocked grates. There's 3 mazes, 1 area that's flooded, another area that's flooded, and another area with shallow water covering the floor.
We have been here.
You totally have.
Possible.
Which way, Fulton?
Oh,
There's
no,
like
wait.
One of the ones that make noises is like a water filtration thing.
Yes. Oh, sorry. That's a great. Take a card, Corey. Yes, there's a great.
Where we encountered the guy that was killing women and bringing them down here.
That's over toward the flooded area. There is Doc Fulton points out toward one of the flooded areas there's something called Secret Door, and he points it out and he goes,
Is there anyone in there? Did he come back?
You look in, there are a couple of new people. Everybody give me sanity rolls versus human gore or gross out. It looks like there's a whole bunch of different bodies of women, ranging from skeletal to fairly fresh, all dressed up very nicely. It looks like they're having a tea party. It is something out of the mad, twisted dreams of a serial killer.
What's the thing?
It's D8 because this has obviously been going on for a long time.
And if you succeed?
1 point if you succeed.
I'll reroll my thing.
I don't recommend it myself because your sanity's super high right now, and it's a great
it?
time to get. Yeah,
Okay.
What's your
I-
sanity?
78.
Oh my god! Get out of here with that.
Seriously.
Okay. Fine.
Anything over about 50, you should definitely be trying to max out shit. See, it's only 2 points.
Oh,
So,
just
you can-
real quick for the map. 2 greats, and then what was it?
Okay, hold on. I'll go around. I'll go around from the direction you came in. I will go around clockwise for you. Direction you came in, great. And according to Dr. Stephen, behind that grate, which does make noise, is the Australian Embassy water desalination plant. One of the miners confirms that he is correct and gives him a high five. Australia, he says.
Oi.
The next one is shallow water covers the tunnel floor. The next one is the secret door, and then past that it's flooded, but the miners are confident they can, after they stop throwing up and looking freaked out and shit, they can clear that. The next one is a locked grate. The next one is flooded. And then it goes maze, maze, maze. And the mazes are bad. What those are is, unless somebody's been here a lot, and I know that at least 2 of you have, then they can try to make memory rolls, and I'll just tell them. If they can't, then you get kicked out at a random location because.
All right, I got.
And then and then there's another grade. What?
Oh, another grade. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about the. That's why I gave Corey a card. I forgot about the purifying machinery from the Australian Embassy grade.
I believe the locks are not really locked.
Take a card, Corey. You're on fire. He goes over and shows you that the 2 locked grates are actually not locked, but somebody's placed the locks in such a way that they look locked unless you go check them out. This has been a constant source of irritation for people who got really excited to pick those locks. But other PCs had already picked them, then left the locks so it looked like they were locked and went on their business. Which way, Doc Fulton?
If you guys are familiar with where we're at now, go ahead and you can lead, because now it's leading to where I got pissy last time.
Well, we were kind of here. I believe we went through the locked grate, or well, unlocked grate.
There are 2 different ones. Basically, it's
Yeah,
east or west for that.
I don't remember which one we went through.
Perfect.
Okay.
That was
Here's what I remember. I remember that there is a problem with methane down here, or up here. Okay, so some of the branches were too flooded with gas that we couldn't go down, and are real bad for exposed lanterns.
That's why I didn't want to bring them. Yeah.
Minor guys.
They look nervous.
No. In addition to that, we ran into several areas that were heavily booby trapped by
super nervous. Very dangerous, one says.
One of us.
You go first.
One of Adora has booby trapped this area, and I don't know why, but they have.
That's where there's a smuggling ring that comes out through there, and then it comes out near a seacoast at some point close around in that area.
We found
That's where we ended up.
We found a cigarette boat laden with cartons of cigarette, which then Freddy crashed into the wall of the cave while attempting to escape on the boat, for which he had no skill in piloting. Although he did a good job, all things considered. So we did end up there, but there was a few other areas that we did not go further down because the booby traps were just, we weren't sure. So we didn't push on. And that's what I know.
Well, Chris, don't worry about leaving stuff because you've got somebody else doing the mapping for you. So you just need to pick something at random and bada boom.
Gee, thanks.
See, he's got all the hard work. Now the mazes, I wish to point out, are tricky because unless somebody can make a direction sense, you end up getting a random thing. So you may come back into the same area over and over.
This is how they got their name, isn't it?
Yeah, this is how I banged my face on the fucking concrete after a while. Because I don't like coming to places where it's like, oh, random chance, and then you don't fucking know, and then you try to line it up, and then it doesn't, and then I say fuck you, and I leave. This is what happens usually. So,
here's the weird part, though.
Yeah.
We got to these sewers from Cyberpunk.
From Cyberpunk, yeah.
They're
all kind of, yeah.
This is where time and space are kind of weird.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Just since you've been here, Doc number 1, past the secret door where all the gore is there anything past that we need to worry about?
It's flooded past that, but the miners can try to clear that out if you'd like.
Yeah, do that. We'll go that way.
Hey,
where there's water is where we're going to go.
That's actually a really good strategy. So let me first roll on the miner skill to see if they can do this thing. They fucking make it bone dry. They high-five each other, dance a jig and shit. Oh, yeah. Well, the deal is, as long as you keep them safe and do any fighting and shit, they will do the mining stuff. They are not fighters. They will run. Right. You guys go through there and on past previously flooded, to old mine shafts. Now, from here, you can either go to a climb up or a low ceiling room. If you really want them to fucking try to raise the ceiling, they can, but just squatting gets you through it.
If we can squat through it, let's just squat through.
You can totally squat through. And then it goes to a climb up. Then after that, it goes to a long tunnel. Partway through this tunnel becomes a stone hopscotch board and then continues normally after that. The miners all stop in fear and horror and loathing when they see the hopscotch board.
Yeah, it's nothing. I've tried before, and it doesn't do anything.
They look nervously at you.
I play hopscotch.
All right. Give me a acrobatics at plus 20% to not hit one of the lines with your foot as you're hopping across it. The sad thing is watching a line of miners all doing the same thing that he did to varying different levels of success or falling over or whatever. The guys with the crate of dynamite are really nervous when they do it. But eventually, because they think that maybe some sort of trap goes off if they don't do it. So are you two wanting to play hopscotch or no?
Yeah.
So from here comes a maze, a tunnel with contortions, collapsed partial tunnel that goes out to the mountains, which is a desert location, and another one that's collapsed.
Ooh, look at Chris with his notes.
What do I have? Do I have to make a roll, or do I just follow Chris?
Acrobatics at plus 20 to successfully play hopscotch on this particular board.
No problem.
He fumbles and explodes. Just like every little girl who's ever failed at hopscotch. Hopscotch is our nation's #1 leading killers of adolescents. Freddie hopscotches his ass on across. Holy Christ. You've never seen somebody do a handstand on a hopscotch thing? All the miners applaud. Right. So after doing the hopscotch, you reach a maze. I need a direction sense roll from somebody, unless you'd like to turn back.
So on the other side of the maze is either a tunnel with contortions, a collapsed tunnel that goes to a partial collapse, by a mountain desert. Okay, yeah, this is whatever. Fucking, I'll make some stupid rolls.
If you name
Hold on,
them
let me
all,
write that down, Chris.
Chris,
Hold
you're the plus 20 on this direction sense roll because you have some partial stuff.
I don't even know where the fuck direction sense is.
It's a right
It's a
in.
right in.
It's a right
No
in.
wonder I'm fucking.
You will. You will. See? See? Fuck
Wow.
you. Whiny bitch. All right. So from the maze, you can either go, I'm going in clockwise order here, Freddie. Shallow water covers the tunnel floor that will lead you back to the modern built sewers again. Basically a big circle. Or shallow water covers the tunnel floor going a different direction. Or, according to miners, poison gas.
Oh my fucking god.
Or empty room. Or flooded room, which the miners can try to pump out if you wish.
All right, just one sec. Let me just connect the shallow water to that.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Doc Fulton knows it. He claims not to know what's going on here, but he does. He does. He got a crit.
Okay. All right, cool.
Got it. All right. So, which direction there, Fulton?
Don't make me kill you.
Maybe they can clear out the flooded room for us?
Yeah.
We'll try.
Always do flooded shit first.
No problem. We'll just say flooded, and I'll go for it. Let me see if they can pump this shit out. Pump the jam. Wow, the miners are doing fantastic work. Okay, and hold on, I'm making a note here. The flooded room has now been pumped out. You guys continue on, and you go along a path. The path goes down to a river. The ceiling, eventually, there's a bank along the shore. The ceiling's high enough that you can swim on top of the river, or you can kind of crouch and walk along the sides. But then the tunnel begins to close in. Less and less bank. The water goes faster and faster. You hear a waterfall up ahead, and eventually it gets to pretty much just a pipe with water shooting through. The tunnel's high enough that if you were in a boat or something like that, then you could go on through that. The miners are unwilling to continue on. They're like,
So it goes all the way to a waterfall, you said?
you're pretty sure it's a waterfall up ahead.
Okay.
Sounds like a big one to you.
And that's the only other exit.
Yeah, there's no other ways through this.
Okay. Well, we have no boat with us, so...
Backtrack?
No, yeah.
You guys go back to the maze. From the maze, going in a counterclockwise thing, it's either empty room, poison gas, bad. Shallow water covers the tunnel floor, or shallow water covers tunnel floor, which takes you back to the modern sewers. Which would you like?
About the secret door in the empty room.
You guys head over to the empty room and check it for a secret door. Doesn't appear to be one, but past that, you notice Doc Fulton seems to be reminiscing about the old days. As you go into a series of rooms that used to be some sort of lair. In fact, you even find the place where you used to, in a different zone, park your flying car, and in a different zone, it had a big chute that went all the way up that you scraped the fuck out of. Here, there's no big chute and stuff like that, but...
This is where Indigo used to live, but in Night City.
Mm-hmm.